You've heard me talk about before. You know, the biggest event we've just had is last week we had the decommissioning of NCBC 74. A very proud unit that was originally World War II. Original Seabees had about 2 years into the war. They were decommissioned, brought back Vietnam era, okay, and served since '66 up till just this year, 48 years of service that they put in, and we stood down that battalion. That's the second decommissioning we've had here in Gulfport. And those plans, the decision to decommission 74 is about 2 years old. So it's not really new news, but we're finally around to that unit actually going away. That brings us to 3 CV battalions that are here in Gulfport, 3 that are in Port Hueneme as well. And that is where we're at now for force structure. We think that's stable for the moment, but I would tell you in the budget cycles of the future, who knows what will happen there. Something that has to be watched. But at this point, no immediate concerns that that discussion is ongoing. We also have previously announced we have some additions coming to the base here. The 1st of October, we will have 3 reserve units that will come to the base. That's the 7th Naval Construction Regiment coming out of Newport, Rhode Island. It's NCBC Naval Construction Battalion 14 coming out of Jacksonville, Florida, and NCBC 27, which is up in Chicopee, Massachusetts. Their headquarter units will move here. We've announced this before. What that means is those are reserve units. So that's about 30 active duty folks that will move down here permanently and be part of our presence on the base. The reserve units, the reserve members will stay where they're at, but they will come down here about once a quarter. We're going to try and bring them down here for 4 days of intense training. And so that's about 1,000 people that will be here once a quarter to train, and will be, you know, dining on the community, probably overflowing our lodging on occasion to come out into the community and adding to the local economy there as well. The reason we're doing that is those reserve units, as we've drawn down, we went from 12 reserve battalions down to 6 across the entire Navy. So the decision was made, those CB units were expensive to train, right? We have a lot of toys. CBs like toys. And those reserve units that are out there in Massachusetts and other places, they don't have the resources they need to properly train on their weekends when they come to work. And so that drove our decision to say, hey, we need to bring them to Gulfport. On the West Coast, they're going to Port Hueneme. We need to bring them to Gulfport, where we have the bulldozers, we have the weapons, we have the ranges, and we can get them out there to train properly as Seabees. So that drove that decision, and we're excited to have those units coming here to be part of the base as well.